Welcome to BunniPhish Crafts. I'm your host Heather, known as BunniPhish on Ravelry, Instagram, and YouTube. Today is Saturday, the 18th of August, 2018, and this is episode 20. Grab some sticks and string and come sit with me. How have you guys been? I have to admit that I have not been doing great this week. I think I am burnt out from summer. I'm ready for my kids to go back to school. That's still a couple weeks away. As an introvert who needs a fairly significant amount of alone time, summer is extremely trying on me. Mentally, emotionally, it's a lot because my daughter talks nonstop. Not around strangers, but once she is comfortable, it's just incessant, just constant stream of noise. And so I felt kind of on edge this past week. So my dog is finding her comfortable space, which is of course my spot. Sorry, distracted. So I'm fine. Everything's fine. I just took a couple extra days before recording, and also it was overcast the past 2 days. It was rainy, so there would have been no light to show you anything exciting. We had a knit along finish up the summer shorties, which was for socks, and random number generator picked the prize winners. So there are two prizes, there are two winners. Winners, please get in contact with me with your name and mailing address and Molly, and I will and your preference. Whoever gets me first gets their first pick on the yarn. So yes, get in touch with me with that information. I'm recording straight to YouTube again, so no editing. I apologize if that Molly was very loud, but she was like throwing around my pillows. The first prize up for grabs is from Cattails, and it is the colorway Sweet Baboo from the Peanuts Holiday Collection. So pinks and purples. And then the other prize is, I don't have it. It's being sent out from one of our viewers who is very kind in donating it. It is a skein of Cascade Yarns Heritage Paints in 9805. Which is pastel mix. So I think I added a photo of that to the Ravelry thread. If not, I will do that after I record if I remember. And if you're a winner and you're interested in seeing that, and I haven't put it up, just say, hey, let me see what that is before I make my decision. So yes, on to the prize winners, because that's what you're really interested in. So the prize winners are, of course, I'm looking at my show notes, post number 11, Anne Fran, 25, and post number 20, Polly Jean. So both of you get in touch with me with your mailing addresses, and I will get those prizes out to you very soon. I don't know if it'll be I think it's going to be this coming week. It'll definitely be within the next 10 days because I have something else that has to go out in the mail in the next 10 days. So I'm sorry that there's a delay in prizes getting out, but that's summer life. That's what it is. I have to, my kids are both special needs, my son less than my daughter, so I can only do things on their schedule, really. Like, it's not worth it to have too many fights. Not for my sanity anyway. So, finished objects. I am super excited about this first one. I have a finished, upstairs please.
Can you help me put on I want to take a bath.
Can you go ask Gabriel to help you?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I really, really, really want to make treasures.
She's not allowed to paint until she takes a bath or a shower, and she has been fighting me all morning, but I guess now she's made her decision that is something that she would like to do. Okay, so first up, this is where I was last week, right here. And now I have an entire hat. So this is a design that's coming up. It's going to be the first design out in Helicoid Volume 2, and there's going to be a slouchy version and a non-slouchy version. The yarns that I used for this main color is Leading Men Fiber Arts in Kaleidoscope, and then this stripe is Mother Earth. They're on the Dramaturg base, which is DK, and I think I used US size 6 needles. I have it written down. I just don't have it stored in my memory bank because I only have so much memory to use. So yes, this is the hat. I haven't decided on a name for it, but I do have an idea, and it uses Intarsia in the round. I am looking for some test knitters. I used about half of the DK weight skein for the body, and I am not positive about how much yardage I used for this stripe, but not a lot. I will transition really quick into works in progress, I guess. I am making a second one using, again, the Kaleidoscope, and then this second color is Drag Queen, which is also Leading Men Fiber Arts on the Dramaturg base, and I only have 18 yards of this, but I am making really fast progress and barely cutting into the yarn. So I'm looking for test knitters. You just need a really little, like maybe 10 yards, I would say, if you want to cut it close on that stripe. However, you don't have to use DK if you want to test knit it. You can use fingering weight held double. That's also acceptable. So if you're interested in test knitting that, get in contact with me. I knit the first sample over 2 days, so it goes really fast if you focus on it, which I haven't been focusing on it this week because I've been mostly laying in bed, trying to center myself with all of that child talk coming at me. So yes, I super enjoy this hat. I think that it's a really enjoyable knit, and it's a really fun way to just throw a pop of color into a not boring but less interesting hat. Super memorizable, quick repeat. I really like it. I think you'll really like it. So get in touch with me. I would like to have about a 3-week turnaround on that for test knitting. But of course, you know, that's dependent on test knitters and their lives and stuff, because yeah, I'm not super rough with my test knitters. I appreciate what you guys do. I have another finished object that I'll be showing you again next week. So I finished the Polworth and merino plying. My hair is all over it because I set it on the floor. This hair, guys, so much of it. So yes, here is that. It's Polworth from Chamomile Connections, and I think merino in the Finico Dare colorway. I intentionally spun the Polworth thicker because I had more of it. But I spun it too thick because, hold on, I just need to tie my hair in a literal knot so it's not touching me so much. So I have this much left of the Finico Dare, which I am going to chain ply, I think, and see how that turns out. I don't usually do traditional 2-plies, so I'm okay with it. And I think this yarn is really pretty anyway, so that'll be fine. Other things that I have been working on are, well, these are kind of finished, I guess. I have a square done for Jenna. I was showing you this one last week. So I finished that one. I finished a strip that I didn't show you last week. I was cleaning out some of my, I don't know, some yarn creation storage areas. And this strip is something that I crocheted in college. Why did I hold on to it? Apparently so I could crochet around it to send it off to Jenna. So that's another one finished. I have 3 others going right now. 4 others going right now. I don't know. I'll show them to you next week before I have to mail them out. That's the thing that I have to mail out within the next 10 days. So other works in progress, I'm going to show you the least exciting. So this is my holiday garland, and I put on at least these 5 beads in the past week. But this is kind of exciting. Look at all that I have left. That's not very much. That's less than or about 10 beads, I'm going to say, just eyeballing it. So this is getting finished this month. I need it to be finished. I need it to be out of my life. So yes, this garland, I'm trying to work away on it. I did not work at all on the stripy mini socks. Thank you for your feedback on those. I will definitely be using those to make a pattern eventually, not right now. Once the kids go back to school, then I will have more brain space. So I will write that up, get it out to testers. It's not difficult or complicated. I can't right now with the brain space. So I have worked on my son's Christmas tube socks. And did you ask Gabriel?
Yeah, but he said he told me give him a second. Can you?
Okay, no, go remind him. I'm recording. Go remind him.
Hungry.
Okay, go have a snack.
What snack? Oh,
Do you want a Lunchable?
Yum!
Okay. Yes. This is my whole day, like every 5 minutes. So, my son's Christmas tube sock is pretty significant work made on it, progress made on it. I think I was here. I think I had just attached the colorful part to the cuff. I'm going to work these. I'm not using a pattern for this idea. I've just heard it talked about a lot of times, so I'm doing an afterthought everything sock style. So I knit the cuff, I'm going to knit this tube, and then once I run out of this yarn, I am going to knit a toe, and then I'm going to cut the tube in half and put the other toe and cuff on the respective socks. And I feel like there was something else I was going to say about that process. I haven't used this before, this idea, but I just really wanted to be able to have a very simple, no thinking project to have on the go, because a lot of things right now are on the go, which is why I've made, pretty good progress on it. It's a 56 stitch sock because my son is 10, so his legs are pretty skinny. Like, they're all muscle, but they're very small still, which is why I did a longer cuff with all that ribbing to hopefully help them stay up. I want to make these socks pretty long because my son, when he has the option, wears knee socks, even in the summer. If they are clean and in the laundry basket, in the sock basket, he is going to wear knee-high socks. So I want to make these as long as possible, which is why I did a longer cuff. I'm not putting in heels. I can't remember if I said that or not. I'm keeping that in this beautiful ZK 2017 bag that Haley sent me because I did not go to ZK 2017, but I enjoy that it kind of matches. And also I had a little, is it over here? It's not over here. I'm sure it's over here, but I'm not going to look for it. I had a little issue. We went to a movie in the park. I think since last time I recorded, we went to a movie in the park, and it was really fun. There was a farmer's market open, and there was Kona Ice truck there. So we got a whole bunch of stuff from the farmer's market, and we got some Kona Ice, and the Kona Ice fell on my knitting bag, the owl one. So now it's stained red, but at least my project was safe, which is the project bag's job, and I'm still going to use it. I just happened to move this project over into a different bag while I was washing that one. I was really bad this past week. That's not the only project bag that I got stuff on. I also spilled a chai into my purse, but luckily this project this bag kept that project safe. So in here I have my nephew's socks that I am going to do ridgeback, which I am going to type up the pattern toe up for that and add that to the pattern. So when you buy the pattern, you'll get the toe up and the cuff down version. Yes. What's going on with this stitch? I don't know. I haven't looked at these socks in very many days. So here is the first one. I got all the way through the foot and I have started the heel. Last week I was right here, and the second one is just barely through, or barely started the foot. So I'm going to work on this one more now and put this one to the side since it's the heel and I want to work them in tandem. But I also know that working the leg, I need to work on, I need to do the leg while I can think about things a little bit. So while I had brain space, I decided I would start the heel on this one. The yarn that I used is some yarn that we Kool-Aid dyed. Me and my kids Kool-Aid dyed the main bodies of these two socks. And then using Premier Serenity sock in, I don't know, white or natural or off-white, whatever that colorway is. And then the toes and cuffs and stuff are Premier Serenity sock. Also in, this is charcoal and the other is black. So yes, those are going, but they're not, I don't need them until Christmas, so they're not like high priority. And I don't know, they'll get done as they get done, but I mostly have them so that I have a mindless project. And I really haven't knit the past several days. But guess what, guys? I remembered to bring my modular check-in, finally. This is folded many times, but this part is half of the width of it because I'm going from side to side. And this is how much I have done since I showed you last time. So that is half of, no, that's, I finished up a purple stripe, I finished a blue, or I did a whole blue, a whole green, and I started the warm color section. So that's pretty good progress for a couple months time. And I am super in love with this. I think it's so beautiful. I'm so glad that I decided to go with a striping sequence instead of just going crazy with the colors and adding minis in as they came to me, which is fine if that's what you're doing. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I'm saying that doing it this way has brought me very much joy. I forgot to talk at the beginning about the Deja Vu knit along, so I'm going to do that here. Obviously, I'm very discombobulated still. So the Deja Vu along started a couple days ago. There's a thread open in the group, and the idea is to make something that you've already made before. So my ridgeback socks will count. The second hat will count. Not that I'm eligible for prizes, but if I were, I am planning on making another tri-tine hat, more child tube socks. So anything like that that you've already made totally counts. Also, Molly, modular projects, if you put 4 of an item in, that counts. Yeah. So I don't have anything else to say. And I'm still feeling, I'm fine, but I'm still feeling like a little overwhelmed with this whole summer thing. So I'm going to let you guys go. And I will hopefully be back sometime next week. If I don't record by a week from Tuesday, then I won't see you until the following week because we're going camping at the end of the month, which is super exciting. But I'll try to get in here in the next 10 days. It's all about my headspace right now. And also, if I don't start knitting something, I won't have anything to show you. So, yeah, I will talk to you next week sometime. Oh, also, I keep thinking that I should do this and then I don't do this because it sounds like small talk in my head and I hate small talk. But if you've liked what you've seen, even though this episode is kind of blah, please like the episode, share it, subscribe, and it might be a good idea to hit that little bell icon so you get notified when my podcasts go up because they're not very regular. I try to be regular with them, but life happens. Leave comments if you have any questions. I love to hear from you guys. And anything that you do on YouTube to interact with the video helps it reach a wider audience because of algorithms. Okay, that's some spiel. Thanks for listening to it. I hope it wasn't too weird. But I really do enjoy talking with you guys through comments, through Ravelry, wherever you want to get in touch. And yes, that's a lot of blathering on. I'll talk to you guys next week. Bye.